that brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Commanders. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First pass for Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. For a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
Big 90, you got to get up in there, man.
Midfield, here's Brady. Complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On first down, right back to Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gibson again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Gibson toss right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little
Come
bit
on
extra.
with the block, sitting at 2.
He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate, it was just incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. No chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Brady, eluding the pressure right.
sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And he will find his man Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route. But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And it is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A run here for J.D. McKissick down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. Wentz fighting McLaurin there for the Commanders' first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. is fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The final shot before half for Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get it behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 27 yards there, a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Wentz now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to
hold on to the ball, man.
That's a pretty
right
play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got it.
Right on the money.
Logan Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On play action, it's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted.
This is why you punt it.
By Cameron Curl.
This is why you punt it.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes is successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now they're deep.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
That's why you punt the ball.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Go to work.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense.
Let the defense go to White.
Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. Brady now on 1st down. This is White on the screen.
Just White.
1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 9. Now Brady. And this one incomplete.
No, sir.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Hitting hard.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Rolling to his right. Crossing right, and hits his man. It's Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Brady to throw. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones.
Hitting hard.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
To throw is Brady.
Man, I was there.
Tampa Bay.
I was there.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
I was there, man.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
I was there. I was there, girl.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Wentz to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game of the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw, Brady.
Hitting hard. Them boys hitting hard.
Contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Succop's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Now Wentz. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Thomas brings it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
To throw is Wentz. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Well, you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Wentz. completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Take it in the OT, baby. OT, baby. Let's go, baby. OT.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Hate on my kick like that, but
and
we in there, baby. We in there, baby.
And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
We in there, baby. We ain't playing no game.
He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Take it to the wall.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment.
To the
this
wall.
Is the NFL on EA Sports.
It was that ball.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay,
yeah.
So in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Give us that bow wolf. Yes, sir.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Gibson.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First throw of overtime for Wentz. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, and it's intercepted. And
it's intercepted. Damn.
Good
game, man.
What a big-time interception. interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Fournette once more on second down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 35. 116 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On third down, Fournette. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good.